Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. You feeling sharp?
Yes.
I think you're looking sharp as well. If you would like to work on a question from the Eggheads while you watch at home, Chris, you've got one.
I have indeed, yes. In Norse mythology, what was physically distinctive about Odin's magical horse, Sleipnir?
Sleipnir had something about him as a horse that most horses don't have.
Correct.
Right. Brilliant. Will you tell us the answer at the end of the show?
I will indeed.
Good luck with that at home. Hoping to upstage our quiz Goliaths in the meanwhile are the Loose Screws from Kent. Now, this team of prison officers all work together at HMP Maidstone. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name's Steve and I'm a senior prison officer.
Hi, I'm Dave and I'm a Prison Service Equalities Officer.
Hi, I'm Rianne and I'm a prison officer.
Hello, I'm John. I'm an industrial cleaning instructor.
Hi, I'm Mick. I'm also a prison officer.
So, Steve and team, hello.
Hello, John.
Great to see you. And Steve, all from prison.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're working as prison warders, or do we call them warders these days?
No, officers.
Officers, OK. And Screws is the nickname for them?
It is, and I think the name comes from the old screw that they used to have a treadmill, and if they wanted the prisoners to work harder, they turned the screw to make them work harder.
Is that right?
Yeah,
so the treadmill would have more resistance to it?
Absolutely. We're much more enlightened these days.
All right. And do you all have different duties in the jail? Or?
Yeah, we do. We work in different wings, different jobs, but we all work with prisoners.
OK. So do you think you can lock down these 5 here?
We're very hopeful.
Good stuff. We wish you well. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. OK, Loose Screws, the Eggheads have won just the last game, so they're trying to build up a bit of a roll, and that means that if you beat them, there'll be £2,000 coming your way. Shall we start?
Let's do it.
Fantastic. The first head-to-head battle is on sport. Who wants sport?
John, that was you, wasn't it?
Looks like I'm
You're
first
on.
up.
I think you're on, John.
Yeah, John's the man, definitely.
OK, John, our industrial cleaning instructor, against which Egghead? Who looks weak on sport?
Go for Judith.
Yeah, Judith. Yeah, I know that's stereotyping, but... Yeah, go for it, John.
Yes. Go for Judith.
So John from Loose Screws versus Judith from the Eggheads. First round. Let's see what happens. Please go to the question room now. OK, good luck on sport, John, playing for Loose Screws. And would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first. Thank you, Jeremy.
Here we go. In which year was the golfer Severiano Ballesteros born? 1957, 1967 or 1977?
Oh, I think I say 1957.
Yes, very much so. 1957. Judith, your question on sport. How high is the centre of the net on a standard professional tennis court? 2 feet, 3 feet or 4 feet?
3 feet.
You put your hand... What's the significance of the hand?
To see the height from the ground.
From the ground? 3 feet is the right answer.
Yeah.
Very well done. John, which team achieved a Grand Slam in the 2018 Men's Six Nations Rugby Union Tournament? France, England or Ireland?
I don't think it was England because they didn't have a very good tournament. I think it was Ireland.
Let's see if your teammates know. Teammates, is he right?
I would have gone for Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland is the right answer. Well done, John. So you're ahead, and Judith, this to catch up. Which football club knocked Manchester City out of the Champions League in April 2018, beating them 5-1 on aggregate? Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United.
Oh, I thought the answer would be stare me in the face, and of course it hasn't. I think it's Chelsea.
It's not, I'm afraid. It's Liverpool.
Oh.
OK. So, John, if you get this right,
No pressure.
you're in the final round. In May 2018, John, who became the coach of the Australian cricket team? Justin Langer, Matthew Hayden or Ricky Ponting?
Oh, I think that's after a big scandal. I think it was Justin Langer.
Hey, kids, is he right?
Yes.
You are right. Well done. 3 out of 3 gets you into the final. There we are. That's how you do it. Loose screws, well done, John. Final round, sorry, Judith, knocked out on sport. Return to us, please. We'll play round 2. Okay, loose screws have won the first round. They've lost no brains so far. Well done, John. And the Eggheads have lost Judith. Now we play on with film and TV. Questions about porridge.
Hey, that's it.
It's you. Film and TV. Yeah, you did film.
Yeah, Rihanna.
Yep, after that.
Yeah.
Okay, Rianne,
Who are you going to get?
who would you like to take on? Can be anyone but Judith.
What do you reckon?
Lisa.
Let's go, Lisa.
Lisa, yeah.
Lisa, please.
Brilliant. So Rianne from Loose Screws taking on Lisa. Let's go to the question room and see what happens. Rianne, I gather you love your cycling?
I do, Jeremy. I believe you do too.
I do, but you do a different kind. Do you mountain biking and all that?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
For which you need, what, different kind of kit, I guess, from a city?
Oh, yeah, dual suspension, plenty of protection.
Where do you like to cycle?
The most exciting places are like bike centres, so where you get driven to the top of the hill and just ride down. That's the kind of mountain biking I like to do.
Fantastic. Well, good luck. I'm looking for an analogy, Lisa. What do we say, locking up Lisa or turning the screw on Lisa?
That'll do.
How about that? Rianne, would you like to go first or second on film and TV?
I'll go first, please.
Here we go. Which of these TV sitcoms was transmitted first? Keeping Up Appearances, Only Fools and Horses, or Steptoe and Son?
I'm going to say Steptoe and Son.
Yes, you're right. I've got memories of that being in black and white in the early days.
yeah.
Yeah. Steptoe and Son's right. We must have a mention of porridge in this round. Lisa, what role was played by Alan Rickman in the 1991 film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? Little John, Sheriff of Nottingham, or Richard the Lionheart?
He was easily the best thing about the film. He played the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yes, much missed actor.
Absolutely.
Sheriff of Nottingham is right. 1 each. Rianne, back to you. Which Oscar-winning actress plays the role of Lara Croft in the 2018 film Tomb Raider? Alicia Vikander, Hilary Swank, or Anne Hathaway?
That is Alicia Vikander, I believe.
Alicia Vikander is quite right. Nicely done. Lisa, to catch up. Which singer played the role of Mia Gray, Christian Gray's sister, in the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy? Was this Dua Lipa, Rita Ora, or Ellie Goulding?
Ellie Goulding did the song, didn't she, for 50 Shades of Grey? Does that mean they let her be in it? On the basis I know she did the song, shall we go with Ellie Goulding? Oh, yeah, go on, we'll go with Ellie Goulding.
Ellie Goulding is your answer. So we had, the other day we had Dua Lipa, Rita Ora in something else, and you went Rita and it was Dua.
Yeah.
This time you've gone Ellie and it's Rita.
Oh, for goodness sake, women!
That's something about those names is not happy for you.
It still wouldn't make me watch the 50 Shades films.
So this is handy, Rianne. It's just like the last round. Get this right, and you're in the final. David Bowman and Frank Poole, played by Keir Dullea and Gary Lockwood, are the main characters in which Stanley Kubrick film? Paths of Glory, Full Metal Jacket, or 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I don't really know, but just going by the names and what I know about the other films, I'm going to say Paths of Glory.
No, it's 2001: A Space Odyssey. So Lisa has a way back in now. Lisa, get this right, we go to sudden death. Which 2018 TV drama series starred Carey Mulligan, John Sim, and Billie Piper, and was written by Sir David Hare? Was it Collateral, Requiem, or Britannia?
Oh, no. Big, gritty drama series. Oh, man. And I wasn't paying enough attention to the title. I've got a slight inkling for Collateral. But I am in a bit of a 50-50 with Britannia. So I don't know, but I'll say Collateral.
Collateral is your answer. I watched this actually. Eggheads, did we know?
Yeah, it is Collateral.
Collateral is the right answer. So both got 2 points after 3 questions. We go to sudden death. Rianne gets a bit more tricky because I don't give you alternatives, okay? Here we go. Which actor, writer, and talk show host provided the voice for the title character in the 2018 film Peter Rabbit?
I know that. And I can't think of his name. James Corden.
Well done, James Corden. Lisa, in which TV drama series does Sophie Turner play a character named Sansa?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is right. Back to you, Rhiann. What is Idina's surname in the TV comedy series Absolutely Fabulous?
I don't know. No idea.
Worth a guess?
I can't think of anything sensible to guess, Jeremy.
So you're passing.
Yes.
Let me just see if your teammates know. Anyone?
Anyone know?
No.
It's tricky, actually. Do you know, Lisa?
Monsoon.
Monsoon. She was Idina Monsoon. So Lisa can win it with this. Which acclaimed TV crime drama series, which ran from 2002 to 2008, was set in Baltimore?
That's The Wire.
The Wire is right. You've taken the round. You've levelled it up. Well done. So, Rhiann, sorry, knocked out by our Egghead. It can happen. Come back to us, and we're going to play round 3. Right, so it's level. Loose Screws have lost 1 brain from the final round. The Eggheads have also lost 1. So let's see what happens with our next round, which is science. Who is our prison officer scientist?
Do you want to do science?
I'm not that brilliant at it. But
No, none of us agree to science.
I'll take science.
OK, Mick.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Mick goes in against which Egghead? So one of the 3 gentlemen.
I think Kevin's good on science.
Yeah, I think Kevin's good on science.
So.
What about Steve?
I think Steve. I was thinking Steve. Yeah. Can I have Steve,
Going for
please?
Steve.
Brilliant. OK, let's see what happens. Who's gonna turn it here? Mick from Loose Screws or Steve from the Eggheads? Please go to our legendary question room. Science is the subject. Mick, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please. Thank you.
Mick, here's your first question. What is the square root of 625?
Pass.
12, 25 or 50?
25.
Yeah, absolutely. 25 times 25 is 625. OK, Steve, your question. What do substances known as catalysts typically do in the human body? Catalysts speed up chemical reactions, send signals to the brain, or render elements inert.
They speed up chemical reactions, Jeremy.
That's what a catalyst does. You're right, speed up a chemical reaction. Mick, which of these is a type of box jellyfish? Sea moth, sea mosquito, or sea wasp?
The only one I really sort of seem to think I know may possibly be the sea wasp. Because I know the others are all obviously sort of based on insects, but I think it's possibly a sea wasp. That's the only thing that really is sort of leaping out at me. I'll stick with the sea wasp, please, Jeremy.
Sea wasp, OK. Well, we're ranging all over the place, aren't we? Square root of 625 and then jellyfish. Challenges, do we know this one?
We think it's right.
You like sea wasp as well. Mick, you've got it right. Well done. It is a sea wasp. Doesn't sound very nice to me. Steve, you ever been stung by a sea wasp?
Not lately.
What do scatophagus animals feed on? Is it fungus, dung, or tree bark?
Yeah, we're interested in what options we're going to be. It's dung, Jeremy.
And how do you know that?
Well, scatological, it means to do with obscenity and things like that, so
Yeah.
I think that's where we're heading.
OK, scato, yeah, leads you towards dung, and dung is correct. Well done. 2-2. Playing well, both of you. Your question, Mick. What type of animal is the tamandua, native to Central and South America? Is it a guinea pig, vulture, or anteater?
I've got an idea. I'm thinking of anteater, but I'm actually thinking more towards guinea pig. Because I think guinea pigs originated in South America, so I will go with guinea pig, please, Jeremy.
But you had a thought about anteater, did you?
I did.
Eggheads?
Anteater.
Anteater is the right answer. So a chance for Steve. Steve, which scientist discovered the chemical elements cerium and thorium in the 19th century? Was this Dalton, Lavoisier, or Berzelius?
Well, I think Lavoisier were dead by then. He were beheaded in the French Revolution. Dalton was 19th century. We don't really associate him with discovering chemical elements, whereas Berzelius is quite well known for discovering chemical elements. So I'll say Berzelius, Jeremy.
If you've got this right, you're in the final round. He's a hard man to beat, Mick, I'm afraid. Berzelius is right. Steve, well done, 3 out of 3. Oh, that blasted anteater, which knocked you out. Come back to us, both of you, and we're going to play another round. So as it stands, Loose Screws have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads have lost just the 1. Good chance to level it up now, prison officers. And the next subject is geography. So this is the one to make it equal. Geography.
Want to go? Or do you want me to?
I'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
Sure.
So, going to be the team captain going in dramatically on the last round. Against which egghead? And you can have either Chris or Kevin.
We think Kevin would be really good in the final round, so they're hoping I can knock him out.
Okay, that is a good tactic, I think. Steve from Loose Screws taking on Kevin, just trying to beat the Grandmaster. And if you go to the question room, we'll play this last round before the final. Well, you're up against Kevin. Good tactic to try and knock Kevin out at this point, just when he wasn't expecting it. Would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, please, Jeremy.
Okay, Steve, geography. What is the meaning of the name of the mountain known as the Eiger when translated from the German? Is it the ogre, the maiden, or the monk?
I've no idea. It looks a little scary. Let's say the ogre, please.
Good logic, because it sounds a bit Eiger, ogre sounds similar. An ogre is correct. Well done. Kevin, what does the C stand for in the name of the American city, Washington, D.C.? Is it Congressional, Columbia, or Connecticut?
Well, DC is District of Columbia, so it's Columbia.
Columbia is correct. One each. And we go back to you, Steve. Try and take the lead. Cromer is a seaside town on which body of water? Irish Sea, North Sea, or English Channel?
I've been to Cromer. It's a beautiful little town, and it's in Norfolk, and it's the North Sea.
You're absolutely right. It is the North Sea. And Kevin, over to you. Which of these mountain ranges is the longest? The Pyrenees, Apennines, or Rocky Mountains?
Well, the Pyrenees is comparatively short. It forms the border between France and Spain. Which one is the longest, you said?
Yeah.
Well, the Apennines runs down the length of Italy, but the Rocky Mountains run from Canada all the way down through the USA, so it'll be the Rocky Mountains.
You're absolutely right. Rocky Mountains it is. Well done. Okay, level pegging. Nothing to choose between you. Here's the third question for you, Steve. Which of these is another name for the islands of Tonga? Tonga. Sandwich Islands, Friendly Islands, or Society Islands?
I think I've heard of the Sandwich Islands. I honestly have no idea. When I've seen people from Tonga, they always look very friendly. So let's say Friendly Islands, please, Jeremy.
Is he right, Kevin?
Yes.
Yes, well done. 3 out of 3 for our team captain on the challenging side. Kevin needs this to stay in. Which strait of water separates the Orkney Islands from Caithness in the north of Scotland? Kevin, is it Pentland Firth, Solway Firth, or Murray Firth?
Well, they're all around the Scottish coast, but the one that separates the Orkneys from, or Orkney, I should say, from Caithness is the Pentland Firth.
Pentland Firth is correct. So we go to sudden death, Steve. Gets a bit harder. I don't give you different options. Here we go. Lapland is an area of which continent? Which continent?
I seem to think Lapland is in Finland, so I would say Europe.
Europe is correct. Kevin, the Mediterranean island of Lemnos is a part of which country?
Lemnos.
Lemnos.
The obvious answer is Greece, but there's one right up in the top of the Aegean there, which belongs to Turkey. Lemnos. No, I'll have to say Greece.
It would have been beastly if we'd made that the Turkish island. It is Greece.
I think the Turkish one begins with an L as well, so it's...
Okay, Steve, you're well in there. Just keep going. The Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport is located in which US state?
Not a clue. New Jersey?
No, that's wrong. Actually, I think you could have got to this with a bit of logic because he was governor of one particular state for quite a while. No?
No, sorry.
Any challenges, no?
Came up with Arkansas.
Arkansas is the answer. That's sort of his home base politically. So Arkansas is the answer, so Kevin can do this on sudden death. Your question. Which tributary of the River Trent rises between Hinckley and Lutterworth before passing through the city of Leicester?
I think that Leicester stands on the River Soar, S-O-A-R.
S-O-A-R, Soar, is correct. On sudden death, you've taken it, Kevin. You're in the final round. Sorry, Steve. Brave, but you've been knocked out by a mean quizzer there, as you know. Come back to us. We will play that final round for £2,000. We were having a bit of a Greek islands moment. This shows Kevin's strength as a quizzer here, doesn't it? Because he thinks, OK, well, the obvious answer is that Lemnos must be part of Greece because of the os. But then you thought about another island, which is near Turkey and is Turkish and has a similar name.
Yeah.
And I've just got it for you, Imbros, which is quite near Lemnos, but is Turkish.
Yeah.
So if we'd done that to you, it would have been an absolutely beastly stunt to pull. This is what we've been playing towards. It's time for our final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But those of you who lost your head-to-heads are not going to be in this round, I'm afraid. So Steve, Rhiann and Mick from Loose Screws, and also Judith from the Eggheads, would you please now leave the studio? OK, Dave and John, you're playing to win Loose Screws, £2,000. Everyone in the prison is cheering you on. Lisa, Steve, Chris, Kevin, you're playing for something that money can't buy, which is the Eggheads' reputation, and just to get a bit of a run going. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge, and you may confer with each other. So, Loose Screws, the question is, can your 2 brains defeat these 4? And would you like to go first or second, Dave?
We'll go first, please, gentlemen.
Here we go. What type of clothing is a cowl? C-O-W-L. Loose hood, smoking jacket, or belt?
It's a loose hood.
Loose hood,
Yeah, it's a
loose
sort of
hood.
thing which sort of goes over here. Our answer will be a loose hood.
Loose hood is right. Well done. First point to you, Eggheads. Which breed of horse is traditionally associated with the famous Spanish riding school in Vienna? Appaloosa, Lipizzaner, or Malamute?
Lipizzaner.
Yeah.
Malamutes would be interesting.
Yeah. It would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the Lipizzaner horse, Jeremy.
Lipizzaner's right. Of course, we've got your horse question later, haven't we, Chris?
Yeah.
OK. Prison officers. Farsi is the official language of which of these countries? Portugal, Iran, or Japan?
It's Iran.
It's Iran.
It's Iran, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We know a little bit about languages because our prison actually is foreign nationals, so we come across several different languages, so we were going to say Iran.
Iran is your answer. And you're the equalities officer, Dave.
I am indeed.
Right, that's handy. Iran is correct. Eggheads, how old was the singer Otis Redding when he died in 1967? Otis Redding, 26, 36, 46.
26.
I thought he was part of the 27 club, but close enough.
Because he was born in 41, wasn't he?
I can't tell you.
I think, yeah.
But I know we're really
He died in 67,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
26.
I think that's...
It's definitely youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was 26, Jeremy.
Otis Redding was 26 when he died. Yes, you're right, very young. So 2 each, and the third question can be crucial. The term Rachmanism is typically applied to which people? Rachmanism. Civil servants, bodybuilders, or slum landlords?
It's off the Rachman, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you remember Rachman, the rogue landlord?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, you go down that.
Yeah.
Are we on the same page?
Yeah, can be on the same
Yeah.
page.
Jeremy, we seem to think there was a guy called Rachman who's a bit of a rogue landlord. On that basis, we'll go for slum landlords.
Let's see, Eggheads, are they right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. What was his name, this Rachman?
Peter Rackman.
Peter Rachman. And then there were a whole load of others who followed and
Yeah.
similar. 60s, 70s, was it?
50s, I think.
50s?
More.
Well, yeah.
50s and 60s.
He owned a lot of slums in sort of the Paddington, Notting Hill area. He was actually on the fringes of the Profumo scandal as well.
Yes, I remember that. Slum landlords is the right answer. So 3 out of 3. Couldn't ask for more. Let's see what happens to the Eggheads. If you get this wrong, the contest is over. In the Middle Ages, the Ghibellines and the Guelphs were powerful political factions in which country? Eggheads, was it Italy, Russia, or Sweden?
Italy.
It's Italy.
Yeah.
Italy. It's Italy, yeah. Those are the Holy Roman Empire.
Yeah. There were 2 of the often warring factions in Renaissance Italy, Jeremy.
Italy is your answer, and you are right, Ghibellines and the Guelphs. Okay, so we have the warring factions here. The Loose Screws and the Eggheads, and we go to sudden death. You're playing really well. Nothing wrong in the final so far. Brilliant. Just keep it up. £2,000 you're playing for. Here we go. Which song by Noel Coward begins with these lines? In tropical climes, there are certain times of day when all the citizens retire to tear their clothes off and perspire.
Is it Mad Dogs and Englishmen?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Go on. I don't know. It's Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Go out in the English song.
Yeah. Yeah, Mad Dogs and Englishmen.
You think it's Mad Dogs and Englishmen?
Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Quite right. Go out in the midday sun. And Eggheads, I think.
Well, occasionally.
So, your question to stay in. Which two-word phrase derived from the Latin for firm land is a name for the ground as distinct from the air or sea?
Terra firma.
Terra firma. Yeah. That's terra firma, Jeremy.
Terra firma's quite right. Back to you we go. The rugby union player Scott Gibbs, born in 1971, played for which Six Nations team?
I'm not a rugby man.
Scott Gibbs.
I think it was.
Go on.
It's Scottish.
I think it
Pretty
sounds
sure.
Scottish.
Scott Gibbs. He wasn't England. Was he Welsh?
It's not my. I don't know. Not my subject.
I'd say Scotland.
We're going to go for
Scotland,
Scotland.
yeah.
Are we sure? We're not sure. Are we?
50-50, Scotland or Wales.
With no great confidence, Jeremy, we're going to opt for Scotland.
Scotland is your answer. Let's see, Eggheads?
Wales.
Wales. I know you toyed with Wales. Maybe his first name, Scott, is the thing that subliminally moved you across to the wrong answer there. Scott Gibbs played for Wales. Eggheads, you can take it with this. Nashville and Shortcuts are films directed by whom?
Robert Altman. Yeah. Robert Altman.
Robert Altman, yeah.
A-L-T-M-A-N.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was Robert Altman, Jeremy.
If you've got this right, the contest is over. You do seem quite certain. The correct answer is Robert Altman. We say congratulations, Eggheads. You have won. Well, maybe the Eggheads are getting the spring back in their step. Who knows? But bad luck, Liz Cruz.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was good. It's been a good experience.
Good quizzing. You're very good. You got into sudden death in the final. And I know you knew Wales. If you thought about it a bit longer, maybe, John.
Yes.
Yeah. Commiserations, the Eggheads have done that thing. They've won again, and they reign supreme over Quizland. So the challengers don't go home with the £2,000, and we roll the money over. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? I wonder. I can feel the strength gathering there. Chris, that horse question.
In Norse mythology, what was physically peculiar about Odin's magical horse, Sleipnir?
If you're guessing on physically peculiar horses, I would just go with the number of legs. He had 6 legs.
Almost right.
Right.
He could do a lot of magical stuff, like galloping on the sea or what have you, but he actually had 8 legs.
Thank you, Chris. I hope you got that question at home. More of that to come. Do join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to take them down. There'll be £3,000 to play for. Until we quiz again, goodbye.